My name is Outsider2522 and welcome to another Idleon video. So today we're going to be looking into one of the hot topics at the moment, I guess, which is golden food and the beanstalk. Let's talk about it. Okay, my usual plug, someone did ask why I don't say the end. The reason I don't is because more of you watching at the beginning. So as always, please feel free to join the Discord community with like-minded, loads of people who are happy there to share their information and help you out when you need. Also, please like, share and subscribe. The channel keeps growing. It is doing amazing. I literally could not do it without you. So I thank each and every one of you. And hopefully more of you will come along for the ride. Okay, so golden foods. Why would you want them? You get into World 6. You unlock the Jade Emporium. I've spoken about it in tons of videos, so I won't go over that too much. One of the things you can unlock is a beanstalk. The beanstalk allows you to drop piles of 10,000 food, 10,000 golden food on it, for that bonus to be added passively. This is great because you can then carry a stack of that food as well, which means you're getting double bonuses. With another upgrade from Jade Emporium, you can increase this to 100,000 of it, which means bigger gains and more passive. Some of these golden foods are meta, you'll be using them on all your characters. Other ones you might not see that often, so this was a really, really refreshing change. Now, how do we go about getting these and what's the quickest way to do it? Okay, so I'm going to go down this list in alphabetical order of the name of the golden item, just to give you an idea. So the first one we come across is Butter Bar. This only drops while catching butterflies. Now, it's a bit of a pain because it's a World 2 resource you're probably not going to need a lot of. However, when you're getting your Onyx fishing statue, which drops from catching only, you might be worth focusing on the butterfly. The reason being you'll get the butter bars passively with it. If not, because it is a World 2 resource, you can candy this. The 100,000 might cost a lot of candy. It's only going to give you accuracy or something like that. So it's not a particularly great one to do. But at the same time, it is free stats. Okay, so the next golden food to talk about is the golden bread. This drops from the World 3 Coliseum, or you can get it as a post office reward for returning certain things. I'll go over that later as to why you might not want to farm this through the post office. But yeah, so you're going to be farming a lot of World 3 Coliseum. With a decent enough drop rate, we're talking mid 25s upwards, you're probably going to get 100 plus per run. So you're still looking at needing to do 1,000 Coliseums. World 3 Coliseum is 3 tickets per run, so that's 3,000 tickets you're going to need. It's a lot. Okay, next one's golden cheese. This is relatively simple to do, because it drops in World 3. It drops in World 3. Okay, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to farm the crystal drops in World 3. So go to Rams. This will drop. You can also farm golden ham at the same time. So bit of compression there. Neither of these are particularly useful, but again, if you can get 100,000, throw them in the beanstalk. Hey, it's free stats, you know. So it might be worth looking into. Okay, so the next two that kind of pair together are golden dumplings and golden nigiri. One of these golden dumplings is very good. It's going to increase your AFK rate. The other one, increase class XP. It's a bit of a nothing thing, but again, beanstalk's going to make this great. Both of these drop from the World 6 crystal farm. So mini chiefs is where you're going to want to go. Hit this hard. You'll be able to stack these up super quick while you're farming statues for World 6 anyway. The World 5 crystal mobs also drop 2 items. So again, another place to kind of speed things up. One of them is the golden hamster gummy candy. Now, if you can get 100,000 into your beanstalk, chances are you'll be either close to, if not above 100% AFK sailing gains on every AFK. So that means that whenever you go AFK, 100% of your time will go into sailing. Great for farming the new artifacts. The other one is the grilled cheese non-witch. This is meta as hell, okay? This is just going to increase all stats by a percentage. Huge, because you can put this on the beanstalk and then you can stack it as well in your inventory. So massive gain from this. Okay, then we move on to golden jam. This is another one of those Coliseum drops, mainly. Okay, you can get it from Picnic Starway. You can get it from the PO box. However, you're probably going to be best farming this in the Colosseum. Again, you're going to get roughly 100 per drop at like those sort of mid-20s, upper 30s. I've not seen what sort of you're getting towards mid-30s and 40s. You might be able to get even higher than that. But again, say if you're looking at 100 drops, you're going to need 1,000 Colosseum tickets. That's a lot of days. That's nearly a year's worth of Colosseum tickets, but I might have a tip to speed this up for you. It does give max health, so this is useful for things like mining and also a little bit of damage. The World 2 Colosseum drops the golden kebabs. Now, these are a bit of a meta pick in my opinion for damage. They increase your total damage, so they can give a relatively big gain. Again, you can get some of this from Picnic Stowaway, so if you're doing that daily, it's worth doing. Otherwise, the PO box will drop some, but the main place to get it is the World 2 Colosseum. The same as all the other Colosseums. This Colosseum takes 2 tickets, so you'll need 2,000 tickets at a decent drop rate to be able to farm this. Golden meat pie is one of the nice ones to do. It comes from the World 2 Crystal Mob, so go farm your Tysons, get your statues, get your golden meat pie stack done. Increases total defense. It's not the best thing, but you know, you've got shimmer events that might use it. Some people might be having a hard time with World 6 because some of the defense checks are quite high. So definitely worth doing. Again, it's free stats when you throw it into your beanstalk. The normal golden non-witch. Quite easy to farm this one. World 1 Crystal Mob are going to drop this. So your best place is probably going to be board beans. Again, while statue farming, you're probably going to naturally get this. This increases base damage dealt to all monsters. So it's a damage increase. Again, you're probably not going to want to stack this in your gear, but putting it on the beanstalk is just free stats. So definitely worth farming this out. My earlier mistake almost cost me to miss one of these golden foods, and then I would have been devastated. Where I got confused with the World 3 and World 4 crystals, I almost forgot to mention the golden ribs. Now, these are important for one particular aspect of the game. They increase fishing efficiency, so sampling fish, which you might need to do at some point, depending on what you're doing, what you're up to. New gear needs it for World 6, so this might be important. This drops from the World 4 Crystal Mob, so go and fight Clammies, and you'll get tons. You might as well fight Clammies anyway, because you need Perlers to get percent stat boost in your bubbles. It's not bubbles, vials. So it's a worthwhile mob to farm. The final one is the golden peanut. Now, this is one of those ones that is going to take a little bit of preparation. The main reason being is that you need 100 peanuts to make one golden peanut. To make 100 peanuts, you need 2 hot dogs. Now, the nice thing about hot dogs is they drop whilst you're farming board beans. So when you're farming for your golden non-wedges, you will get the pieces needed to make peanuts. The other things needed, copper ore and bleach logs, you'll be able to sample those, and then gold bars. Okay, so basically while you're doing the board beans, you're going to get the one thing that is kind of time gated for your golden peanuts. You'll then go and craft 100,000 of them. Now, this can be a bit resource intensive, so you might want to come back to this later. However, it is a very good one. It's going to increase your mining efficiency. So for sampling your copper ore, which is used in atoms, this is very important. You might want to create a stack for your inventory as well, purely for sampling. Okay, so I said I had a little tip for you in regards to how you actually farm these golden items from the Colosseum or PO box, and what's the best way to do it. So I've actually done this for you to save you the headache of figuring it out. And what I did was I went to the PO box and I spent pens and resources on one of the earlier boxes to see how much golden food drops. Now, this does change between PO boxes, but this is just to give you an idea. So on the particular PO box I used, in 200 pens, I managed to get 40 golden food, so 40 kebabs dropped from it. That's about a 1 in 5 chance for golden food. And you get 1, sometimes 2, so you're going to not get a huge amount of food. Now, alternatively, I ran pens through the 6th PO box. I did 100 pens, okay, and I managed to get 12 Colosseums. I only got 11 because one of them I couldn't afford, or I didn't have batteries. Sorry for being poor. But you can already see that, for example, if I was to run even the highest difficulty Coliseum World Free, which uses free tickets, I would get 4 runs in that cost, which is nearly 400 food. On the other side, for 100 pens, I would get maybe 20 food. So I'm getting 5 times. Wait, no. I'm getting 20 times as much food. The only tidbit to this is that you probably only have spare pens to waste once you finish leveling up all of your boxes, including the myriad box. So it's up to you if you don't care about the myriad box bonuses and you think the golden food is worth more. If you do, then this is definitely the way to use your pens. We have an abundance of pens if you are farming the crystal mobs, which obviously I'll recommend in this video. So it all kind of ties together, and it's actually quite a nice mechanic. I think that's all the information I've got for you today in terms of golden food, why you'd want to farm it, the best ways to farm it. Obviously, if you have got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. As always, thank you very much for listening. You've been amazing. Take care.